Hi there. Adam here. You know that. Why do I say that? I think it's just like a habit now. Like, I don't have no idea why I say that before everyone. It's like saying, hey, how's it going? Like, you know. Just like me doing this. Got my coffee. Got my cigar. You know what I mean? Like most of us all do the same thing at the beginning of every video. It's like our intro. If you got an intro. I bet that gets annoying too. Maybe I should stop. Think? Well, the review today is a figure from a movie that some people like, some people don't. Some people like my reviews, some people don't. Some people watch them, some people don't. Some people smoke cigars, and some people don't. Batman vs. Superman, the armor suit from McFarlane. I know. McFarlane again. But really, who else are you going to get figures from? Unless you want to spend an absolute, well, I guess I have. But if you want to spend an absolute fortune on a figure, you know, Hot Toys, Jazz Inc. starting to do some really cool shit. God, love to have the Catwoman they got. Anybody ain't seen Jazz Inc. stuff, type that in and look at some of the detail of some of the shit they got. If you ain't seen that 89 Batmobile I got, that 1/6 scale, it wouldn't fit on this table. If you ain't seen that video, it's like my second video. That's Jazz Inc. And it's incredible detail. It is. It's like, I mean, it's incredible detail, but it's a pretty penny too. But it's worth it to me. And anybody else that's bought one, I'm sure it was worth it too. So here be the box. With the reflection in it. I really did not mind this movie. A lot of people hated it. But I know I talked about this in the last one with the Nightmare Batman. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. I mean, they could have done some stuff better, but the whole Martha thing was stupid. It's like they ran out of ideas on how to make these guys become friends. And that's just, they're like, let's just have both their names of their mothers, Martha. And one of them says it, Martha. And he's like, what'd you say? I said, Martha. Why'd you say that? Then they hug and kiss and make up. That's kind of dumb. But they could have. Other than that, it was a good movie. Wonder Woman. Wow. Nothing wrong with her at all. I thought they did her good. There's the side. There's the back. Very cool. I seen a really cool toy they had out. When this movie came out, they had that mask. That plastic mask for kids. And the eyes lit up and shit. And the voice changer. That's pretty cool. It's like a Darth Vader mask I had when I was a kid. With the voice changer and everything. Except it was a box. Stuck right here. I wish I still had that. Hell, it probably worth some money. But, I really did like this. I like that suit. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's the inside the box. Stand card. Same old, same old. Would you just look at that? How cool is that? You know, if we would have got this as a kid, it would have been like, you wouldn't have been able to move the legs or some shit. It wouldn't. I know I talk about that a lot too. You know, how if we would have had this kind of action figures when we were a child. But, you know, we were crazy when we were younger because we were that generation. We didn't think about the consequences of shit. Now, thanks to the kids nowadays, we have things like this, which is cool, where we can sit and bullshit, talk. You guys watch it or don't watch it. And this is cool. Don't get me wrong. But if I was a kid right now, even though it's shitty outside and rainy, you think I'd be watching TV? I'd be outside doing shit in the barn or just fucking around in the rain. But that's how we were. We were a different breed. Now look at us, watching YouTube videos. Look at him. He's trying to be the fucking Flash. You're gonna be the Flash in that suit. Now that cape's cool. That was a good idea. Whoa. Mothman. He'll get in your face and get in your lights no quicker than you can turn around. Mothman. I don't remember that cape being gray. Maybe it was. Shit, I don't know. I guess it would match the suit if it was. Oh, yeah. Stand. Look at me wising up and pulling a stand out. Now, this came with just 2 hands. Could be on an infomercial, you know, back in the day. Just like one of them hand models. You get 1 hand for the price of 1. Get 1 hand, get 1 free. 2 hands. Never find hands like this. I thought the fight scene in the movie with this movie was pretty good. All of the fighting in with Batman in this movie was how we always wanted to see Batman fight. I don't know if everybody agrees with that, but like if you played the games, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, blah blah, Arkham Asylum, that is how Batman should be fighting. He's fast as shit. He's throwing punches left and right. In reality, I guess he probably would fight probably like Michael Keaton did. First of all, you ain't gonna move a whole lot quick in that damn suit. But I always gotta go back to the 89 because that's my favorite. I feel like I betrayed it if I don't mention it every fucking time. But the Robert Pattinson and shit, you know, they have it to where they all move really good now. So they could fight like that. I mean, Robert Pattinson laid out some punches at the beginning of that movie. That's for damn sure. But this movie was more like the game where he was like fucking throwing punches and flipping around and he was shooting. I mean, I think in that the last video I did for the Nightmare, I showed it where he's like shooting the grappling gun and he's throwing fucking crates and shit. That's cool. That's kind of how we all think, I think. At least I do. When you think of Batman fighting, you think of some badass shit like that. Yeah. But you ain't gonna get too badass in this clunky ass thing. I mean, it's gotta be heavy. makes you wonder, like, who designs this shit? I know you got Lucius Fox, but you don't really know. Did he have? I mean, did he have Lucius Fox in this universe of Batman? You know, with Ben Affleck and shit, because you don't really see it. The only, like, really, besides the cartoon, the only movie you see him in is the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't remember him being in anything else. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm forgetting. But it would make sense. Batman would have to have somebody else other than himself and Alfred to build all this shit. I mean, it makes sense for Wayne Manor or Wayne Enterprises to have its own branch of, like, military shit that it would make, because that's how it would go. That's like Stark, you know, Tony Stark. You know, he's got his own branch of military shit that he was making before he made this Iron Man. I mean, it makes sense. They would already have to be dabbling in this shit to really, you know, I think. Now, Robert Pattinson's Batman, that does look like some shit he set in his fucking garage and fucking put together. Now, the motor on that car and shit, I mean, like, maybe he got him a fucking jet engine. Maybe he's a fucking... Maybe. But did he do it by himself, or did he have somebody branched off of Wayne Enterprises to do it? I don't know. But it don't mention it. Here I am, going off on some random shit. I think this figure, they probably should have put... Which would have... I'm surprised they didn't. They should have had the spear with the fucking kryptonite arrow on the end of it. Man, that would have made sense. Why wouldn't they put that with that? You cheap sons of bitches. You, McFarlane, why didn't you put that with that? Because that would have looked cool. And then you'd have like a kind of a translucent fucking green tip on it. Instead, you throw a couple hands in there. For no fucking reason. Really. I mean, you don't have nothing to put in them. You could have put a, look at that. Perfect fucking hand. You could have put, well, both of them. You could have put a fucking spear in there. I might have to make one. I'll get the 3D printer and fucking 3D print one. I do like the cape. I do like the wire capes like that. You can do this crazy shit. I guess this cape was green. But anyway, I got this book sitting here because this basically touches on The Dark Knight Returns, where he's fighting Superman in a suit, a metal suit. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm sure you can, hopefully. But if you ain't read The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller, pretty damn good read. So get out there, read it. Got kind of like the same battle in it with Superman. I really enjoyed it. Actually, I was in an airport going to overseas and seen that. I bought a couple of them and read that on the plane, and I loved it. And I've read it, I think, twice, 2 more times after that. So it's pretty good. Go out there and get it if you want to, or they got movies. And I think I got another video out there. I did mention that book in it, so. But the read is better than the movie. I mean, the movies are good. The cartoons are good, but the comic book's better. That's usually the case every time. And who else wonders that? Why can't... Is there some kind of, like, law or something? Or every director wants to put their own fucking twist on it? Why can't they make a movie like the fucking book? Because when you read the book, you're expecting the movie to be like the fucking book. And I know a lot of them would be like 3-4 hours long, but we'd be okay with that if it was just as good as the book. Now, sometimes it is, but most of the time it ain't. It's never better. And I'm not a huge reader, but if it really interests me, I'll give it a go. And if I get into it, then I'm reading it. And that's why I read comic books. You got pictures. You pictures with it. You can look at it. It's like giving me a novel. Like, I got no pictures in it. But, it's a badass figure. Everything moves. Well, kinda. Basically, this is... What fucking... Which one was that? Which video was that? I got too much shit. Hold on now. Ah, this one. It's pretty much the same, except this is actually from the comic. Now, I got a video with this in there, The Dark Knight Returns. So, this is kind of like movie version, comic book version. Pretty good. But, yeah, I mean, this is detailed all the shit. And I've seen some people make these suits for, like, Comic-Cons and shit of this. And they're fucking phenomenal. Man, I wish I had that kind of talent to just make something like that. And they're making them like out of foam. You know, it's amazing what people can put together. It really is. But, I tell you what. This is cool. I like these. These are the patina editions, the McFarlanes. They got a bunch of these out there. I don't know about this one, but they got a bunch of different ones. And I'd like to try to get more because they are really cool. So, that's probably going to be it on this review. But I'd say go out and get you one. Get you two. This is a pretty damn cool Batman versus Superman review. So, detailed all the shit. Worth having in your collection if you want it. If you like the movie. If you didn't like the movie, it's still a cool damn Batman figure. I don't care who you are. You're thinking it. If you're like, I don't like that movie, but you're looking at this video and you're going, that is a pretty cool figure. I mean, look at him. He's fucking mean looking as shit. He fucks some shit up. You imagine if our military had some shit like that? Which they probably do. Makes you wonder, like, how much military shit ideas does the military or the government get from comic books and stuff? They're like, I wonder if we could make that. That's a possibility. I would. If I was like over that kind of shit, I'd be like, well, let's see here. Well, this looks cool. Let's see if we can make this. It looks like that'd probably work. Oh, look at this tank with 75 guns on it. Let's see if we can make that work too. I bet we can really fuck some shit up. Well, this has gone on way too long, I think, for just a figure. So, this is Adam. Telling everybody, like, subscribe. Thanks to the ones that have. Peace out. And you know it. Be good.